industry is a social and environmental nightmare for many people around the planet. And I was kind of disturbed to be dependent on this very industry to make some people, mostly in the Occidental world, grow some vegetables better. So that's when I stumbled on the paper from a researcher in Austria, which is called Mihai Irimiavladu. And his work consisted in building a transistor, a field effect transistor, which is the basic computing unit of a computer, out of biosourced materials you can find in abundant byproducts from the agricultural industry, mainly. So we had, for instance, adenine and guanine are DNA bases, so we can find them in any biomass byproduct. Beta-carotene is present in the carrot, it's a coloring agent. Lactose is a sugar you can find in milk. Glucose, you can find it also in many different living organisms. So he's really switching the mineral material base of electronics to a biological one. And his work was very inspiring, but he was still making use of very high energy and high scale machines that cost several thousand to 1 million euro each. So it's really industrial applications. And we had not that much budget. We were a small research lab, and we wanted to still perform these processes. So we decided to go, I skipped a step, but we decided to go to a hackerspace, a biohackerspace in Paris, which is called La Paillasse. And this biohackerspace provides basic material, a bit like the Open Wet Lab here in the Var. And they collected this material from laboratories that were dumping it away because it was a bit too old, but it was still very fine for us. And we tried to get a bio-based semiconductor material out of a culture of microorganisms. And this material is melanin. Melanin is also the pigment we have on our skin. And this pigment is a semiconductor, which means that its temperature, its conductivity changes with temperature. So it's like the resistor we had this morning in the kit, but the resistance varies with temperature, so we can measure temperature out of it. So we can basically build this component, which is called a thermistor. It's this temperature variable resistor. Out of, so build this material out of these organisms, which is a yeast we can find in kefir.